friends, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, my name is Melissa, or Missa. Welcome to my channel. So today we have two things. We are going to be playing with the MORPHE AVANI GREGG palette, which I got sent from MORPHE, and I thought that would be a good video to test it out. And also, my friend Tia tagged me, well, she sent me this picture from Judas Tape and said, can you do a look like this, or do this? And I thought I'd take a lot of inspiration from this. Did this with this. So that's what we're going to do. It's not going to be like a proper full in-depth video on this palette because, to be quite honest, I don't love it. And I have tried like the cake liners at the bottom. I've tried a couple of them and I just don't like them very much, but the shadows are fine. Like, that's what we're going to be playing with. Anyway, I'll give you my thoughts at the end of the video. So I'll swatch this on my arm and I will insert the clips of me having swatched it just here so you can see. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what I think about this palette. I think it's pretty good. Like, the shadows are pretty good. I think that the cake liners are not cake liners, but they work as eyeshadows, so you kind of just get extra eyeshadows, even though it's kind of like doubling up the colours, because there's black, there's white, that blue, the green, like the orange, the blue, the dark blue, like they're all kind of like the same tones, but like cake liner, shadow, they're the same. Anyway, it's just a bit of an odd palette to me, but we're going to put it on my eyes and we'll play with it, and just, you know, if you're interested in it, having thoughts about it, then maybe you want to know what I think, and if you're just bored and want to watch me fanny around, we can do that too. So let's jump into it, because that was a long intro and a boring one at that. I am really sorry about how noisy it is outside. I could go out and shout at the builders and tell them to shut up. I don't know if they would listen to me. So we're just going to proceed and pretend. What's that noise? Right, I'm just priming with Revlon Candid, obviously. Okay. Okay, the mirror doesn't bend all the way back. I just broke it. I'm going to take Hidden, which is black. Oh, it's so noisy outside. I think some like businesses are starting to open back up. A lot of them are getting like refurbished and stuff, so it's just noisy now where I live. So this is obviously the black eyeshadow. I'm just gonna kind of whack it on, get an idea of the shape. It's pretty decent black eyeshadow. I like it. It's alright. That's really good, actually. I feel like I can be quite harsh to black eyeshadows if they're not like excellent, but this is really good. I don't really have any complaints. Let's fill this in as well. And this bit. It's not the best black I've ever used. It's not ABH Noir, but it is good. And then this was a clean brush. I'll just wiggle this on the edges. It's getting messy here. Hey, why not? It's just makeup. It's not serious. Right, then I'm going to take... That got messy. I Cry. The names are above them, not below them, which is really weird. It's a deep navy, and I only used it because there isn't really a deep purple, but it's fine. Like, all works out. I'll use this around the edges. I always find you can like blend blue and purple together anyway, so it's like no big deal. I don't know. I don't know what I think of this palette so far. I think, because like I did see reviews, because I wasn't gonna buy it. Like, I watched my friend Elena's review. I watched Teresa's review. I'll link them both down below. I feel like they were both like really impressed with the shadows, but just so far from like me playing with them this morning, they're fine. I don't really feel that nice though. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just being like super picky about it. I'm going to go in with My Fave, which is the name of the shadow. It's not my favourite shadow. Gosh, I hope this all comes together. It's been quite a while since I did like fun makeup. I'm wondering, can I still do it? I mean, you'll have already seen the whole look. Yeah, messily dragging that out, and then I'm going to take... You mad? Are you mad? What are you mad about? You know how I feel about purples and oranges. They make me happy. Which is kind of why I chose this look for my first like proper makeup video in a while. Because it's my cup of tea. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, the shadows are good. You can see they're all going on and they blend. But if I say they feel quite cheap, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like if I was using Makeup Revolution eyeshadows right now, I wouldn't be surprised. Does that make sense? Probably not, but hopefully you know what I mean. This is getting bigger than the other side. And then I'm going to take the yellow, which is called Beep Boop. I don't know, this palette is some of the weirdest names I've ever seen, but it's because I don't know who the person is, like, no offense. That always sounds like, I always think it sounds like, I don't even know who that, like Mariah Carey, like who is that? But there's so many people on social media these days, you can't follow them all. Anyway, I'm sure they mean something and I just don't know. As you can see, I'm just throwing these on, I'm not being that neat about it. Because we will neaten things up. This looks vastly different to the other side. Then I took the shade 2016. Lovely raspberry colour. One of my favourite colours in the world. And I just felt like this look needed a wee kick of this pinky colour in it. So just kind of following the random shape we've got going on. See how much difference that makes? Like, it just helps. Like, I love purple into orange, but I do think when you add pink, it just like takes it to a much better level. This shade is like super duper pigmented. It reminds me of one from the newer Jaclyn Hill palette, not over that way. Well, you can't even see it's off camera. The newer one, you know what I mean. I'm going to deal with like the outer corner when I put my base on, and then a bit more of the yellow. Which I feel like I need more over here now. Okay, then we're going to take the shade LMAO, which I always pronounce Lamau because I think it sounds stupid. This is like a putty shade, so I've just hit pan on it, but it's only because of the formula, it's not because it's like bad or anything. It's definitely more of a finger shade. A fingering shade. A bit more black here. But I'll just first put some on with a brush, just to show you. When you can put it on, it's just, yeah, it's a fingery kind of shade. It's a really pretty colour actually. There's a shade in here called Seaweed. I mean, I'm sure I've already swatched it. But isn't that so unusual? Do we Teresa swatch? It's just such an unusual colour. Anyway, I'm gonna pat this on with my finger. And then I took Sonia, this bright pink, which is supposed to be one of the like cake liners. And I'm going to use it as an eyeshadow, which it works as. I don't really understand the Morphe cake liner formula. It's not my cup of tea. And I'm going to pat this up the sides. Like, it works as an eyeshadow, right? So, you know, if you don't mind that, then you can use it for those things. I'm tempted to go in with the silver down the middle, just for fun. I mean, that's pretty much it, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go tidy up, throw on my base, and then we'll come back and I'll use some of those shades as like blushes, and we'll make it bigger and we'll do our under eyes and stuff. But I mean, that's basically it right now. Obviously I will tidy it up because it's maybe not my best work. That's all good. We will fix it, I will be back, and we'll move on. Okay, I've got a lot of my base on and I've fannied around over here. We're going to fanny around over here now. I am going to take the yellow called Beep Boop on a very big brush. I'm just gonna really go up a little bit ham and just throw it on up here. The hair can just be ignored for now. We'll put it down here all the way. I wish I hadn't neatened that line up so much, but these things happen. We all make mistakes. I'm proper just whacking this bright yellow eyeshadow on, kind of like a blush. I'll take another big fat fluffy brush and you mad? I'll just pop this along. See, I shouldn't have tidied up that line with a makeup wipe because it just looks so harsh now, but whatever. I'll take another big fat fluffy brush, a new one, and the shade, nah, I'm not even going to pronounce it, that, whatever that is, this peach. Pop that on as well. This is going to help blend that deeper orange. Getting messy with it. I mean, I'm just messing with this palette, so don't like hold me too much about this look. I am just playing and trying to have fun with it, you know. I'll take a bit more of that black and I'll just go along the bottom. And then just a bunch of the blues, the purples. We'll just smoke it out because this look clearly is just going to go just smoky. Right, I'm just going to keep using that brush. I've got a towel on my knee that I'm just rubbing it on. Then I took the silver glitter, which is called Star Emoji, because I had to use it like somewhere in this look. I just thought, oh, pop at the front there, just add a bit of excitement. We all need some excitement in our lives these days. And then just on that same brush, I just tapped it up the centre just a little bit. I don't want a lot of glitter up here, but just a sensation. A bit more on the other side. I mean, this is okay. I'm gonna go away and just keep playing, finesse things, do lashes, lips, brows, all that kind of thing, and then we'll come back and discuss the palette that I broke. Why am I closing it? I'm going to keep it open. Yeah, I'll be back and we'll see. But that's like, you know, the main thing. All the shadows, like there's no real complaints. I don't know. Does this palette add anything to the palette world? I don't think so, is what I'm thinking. But we'll be back and we'll see. Okay, so all my makeup is obviously finished. I'm happy with the look, it's fine. Like, I could have done this though with any other palette that I have in my collection. I think that's my problem with this. It is just like a rainbow palette, which we all have, well, most of us have. So maybe if you like really love the influencer, then that's what's going to make you buy this palette, or maybe you really love Morphe formula. Like, the shadows are fine. I don't really have any like bad things to say about them, to be honest. They're not the best, but they're not terrible. Like, I don't think this formula is half as good as the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. The second one, I think that one's great. Even the James Charles was better, even though I don't have that anymore. But yeah, the cake liners are just a little bit stupid in my opinion. Like, they don't work like they're supposed to. Like, don't buy this for the cake liners, in my opinion. Like, that would be pointless. Buy like the sheen ones that I think are excellent. Yeah, I wouldn't. So I'm kind of like neither here nor there on this palette. I think the silver is very special, it's very good, and I like the grey and the black. Like, I feel like I could do like a quite cute look with that, and maybe the light blue, but apart from that, I just feel like I already have this palette in my collection and this is quite unnecessary. But I'm glad I got to try it out and it's not awful, so if it is something that's interesting you, then why not pick it up? See if you can get a wee discount off it, or wait till it goes on the sale or something like that. There was a few other, I actually forgot there was like a bronzer and stuff with this collection, which I have, but I did not use, which was stupid. But anyway, that's my thoughts on this palette. That is this video over. I am going to wipe this off because I have to go run some errands and I'm not going to walk around Alloa looking like this. The looks that I would get. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. Leave me a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'm going to piss off. Have a lovely day, a lovely Friday, and yeah, catch you on the flip side. Bye! You want to come and say hello? Yeah? I'm so lucky. Alright. Rude. Don't do that, sausage. My baby. You're my big baby now. Look at the size of this champ. Huh? A big potato. You're a big potato now. A big, what's it called? Baked potato. Full of cheese and coleslaw. Okay, he's not interested.